Hey guys, welcome back to the Barcelona save here on FIFA 22. As you see on the right hand side, even though it's talking about the game, the man in picture is the man in the news. Frenkie de Jong is looking like he's on his way out. Release clause met for the second time in his tenure so far in this save. And it looks like he's on his way out to Liverpool. Manchester City ran out of time. Liverpool still have a couple of weeks to get the deal done, so we expect it to be done. There was some indecision in the comment section with regards to what to do about Frenkie's position in the squad, or the vacant position left by Frenkie in the squad. I mentioned that I was leaning away from changing the way that we were utilising the 25% profit margin transfer budget and replacing him in this window by using some of the money we're going to get now rather than at the end of the season. And I'm still leaning that way. I want to stick with the rules that we set out and not waver from them. And also, it gives the youngsters like Pudge, like Gavi, a full 6 months in-game to really go for it, to hold down that starting spot. The whole point of bleeding through these youngsters at Barcelona in this save was that they got a chance in the starting lineup. I can't really justify losing a super high rated player and just replacing them with another super high rated player immediately without giving those youngsters the chance to take that spot, which is the whole point of La Masia and these guys coming through. So Gavi and Ricky Pudge will get the opportunity for the remainder of the season to hold down that spot where Frenkie de Jong will vacate, provided, of course, Frenkie agrees to leave, which we imagine he is going to do. So this next game against Granada at home will be Frenkie de Jong, we imagine, will be Frenkie de Jong's final fixture for the club. I mean, Gazer isn't fully fit, but Balde will come in his place for Jordi Alba. I mean, Gazer can't... it makes sense to play Balde in this fixture against Granada. Everyone else is ready and raring to go. So we will play Granada at home. And then we've got Espanyol in the Copa del Rey before one final game in La Liga this month before the end of the transfer window. But as things stand, financially, we are still €400 a year. So €7.69, like less than a tenner a week over budget. And obviously with Frenkie's imminent departure, that will be solved. Also, not only will it free up loads of money with Frenkie's departure, it will also mean that there is more money available once we up the budget for next season as well. So we're going to be able to, if we decide to replace Frenkie in the summer, if Gavi or Pudge aren't able to show their worth, basically, to the starting 11, then we will have a sizable amount of money, we hope, to replace Frenkie de Jong come the summer transfer window. Because provided we go even further in the Champions League and continue to do well in La Liga, we will, again, make around about, if not more than, €500 million, well, certainly with Frenkie's sale, make more than €500 million, €500 million worth of profit. It's fitting that the Tifo is Frenkie for this game. I think that might be a sign. Frenkie's on his way out, but hopefully the fixtures keep on coming and the results too. Mazraoui through the gap nicely to Raheem Sterling. Looking to leave the defender for dead and doing just that. Will lift it slightly behind the two players he was looking for. Unfortunately, Ansu Fati doesn't have the opportunity to rise for a header to potentially give us a 1-0 lead. Saw Granada's lineup on the way into the game, so I haven't paused and shown you individually their players. Here is Luis Javier Suarez, presumably to Stegen. Just about stops that from going over the line. Thankfully, that was very, very close. The bum cheeks were shivering a little bit there, quivering. Can we send Raheem Sterling through that gap? Kinda. We sent Ferran Torres through that gap. No, I probably should have taken my time there. Slightly rushing things in offence at the minute. I mean, that's a ping, but the keeper will get there too and hold on to it. Well, this time, 11 minutes in, still 0-0. I'll try and slow things down. I have felt myself doing that of late, getting a little bit less Barcelona-like in my build-up play. I need to slow it down, get back to our roots, Start playing some good flowing football. Some of the goals we were scoring earlier in this season were genuinely spectacular. One against Real Madrid stands out as being an absolute belter. And that would have been right up there had the deflection not come in. Frenkie de Jong with the delivery. Araujo's up. He's won it well, but it is going to go wide. Such a shame that Pedri effort didn't go in, because that was a really nice move. Good header by Araujo. Torres to Sterling. Willow. Oh, at the back heel, not a swiveled Rabona, but I'll take it. Looking to slot Ferran Torres around the corner, but Pedri's pass isn't quite far enough away from the defender to ensure that it gets there. They love a rangy ball, don't they, Granada? A decent side in real life, Granada. Been in European football past at least one season, if not two. And last I saw, they were challenging in the European spots again this year in La Liga. I haven't seen what the table looks like in the past few weeks, but last I checked, Granada were like 4th or 5th in the La Liga table. Pedri's getting some space here, but there's some more space for Ferran Torres. And when he has some space, the ball ends up in the back of the net more often than not, as has been the case again. Barcelona 1, Granada 0, and we will extend our advantage over those chasing us, but we're still trying to chase down. Real Madrid at the top of the table. Granada have actually slipped to 14th in La Liga now. They were, I'm sure, up challenging. It might have been super early in the season, up in the European spots. Although that said, they're only 8 points off Barcelona in 6th, and have only lost 6 games of the 20 they've played so far. They've just drawn 9. Seemingly the Brighton of the Spanish division. Not losing much, but not winning much either, and drawing half their games. They're 1-0 down here, though, and hopefully this will be one that they will lose on this particular occasion. And Rosina gets it out to Burkhardt. Ruben Rosina again. Dinks forward to Luis Suarez. Nice ball through the gap to Monku. But it's a good block by Araujo, and Nico Gonzalez has the physicality to get up for that. Here they come again. It's Butchka forcing him well wide. And, oh, they've got a player down injured. It is Monshu, who had that effort a moment ago. Oh, you could see him get the elbow to the face there, but I'm not sure what it was that he was holding. He might have fallen awkwardly. He definitely got an elbow to the face there, didn't you? You could see the elbow go up and his head knocked back. They're making the change. Hopefully he's not out for too long. I'm just going to check which Suarez it is up to. It is Luis Javier Suarez. I just wanted to make sure. Right, cracking on then. Are we going to give them the ball back? Yes, we are. Sociedad have scored against Real Madrid as we block the effort from Granada. They cut Alex Scott off there. I was waiting to see what the scoreline was. If we can win and Real will lose to Sociedad, or Madrid I should say, because it's Real Sociedad as well. If Sociedad are able to beat Madrid, then that would be absolutely massive for the league campaign. I just couldn't make my mind up as to which way to go there with Raheem Sterling. Did I go left? Did I go right? In the end, they're in, and they very nearly scored. We'll find out in a moment what the scoreline is in the other fixtures at half-time, as we're nearly there now. But Granada are looking for an equaliser here. The cross has come in. ter Stegen can only punch. And just by taking the first touch with his chest there, he's popped it up. Oh, it's beautifully worked. Suarez couldn't quite get the turn in quickly enough to give him the best possible chance of scoring. Still forces the save out of the goalkeeper, and Ruben Rashina will deliver, but this time ter Stegen will come up, catch and hold on. We lead by a goal to 0, and probably good value for that lead. We could have... wish that had gone in. It is 1-0 to Real Sociedad at half-time at the Santiago Bernabeu. Hold on, please, boys. Riding the wave of winning the Spanish Super Cup against Barcelona in the last episode. And now, Real Sociedad in their very next game look like they might go to the Bernabeu and get a result there as well. Would be huge for the title race if they do. So, please, lads, hold on. No, they've equalised. A goal for Real Madrid. Oh, it's so frustrating. Fatih trying to squeeze that through. It's Vinicius who scored literally a minute after half-time. Lovely. Well, our hopes didn't last long that Real Madrid might lose, but they still might. They still might drop points. Pedri out to Mazraoui. Inside to Pedri. Through for Ferran. Oh, I was so sure he was going to score. I was so sure he was going to score. Sterling going off and Correa coming on. The seemingly at the moment usual change with Torres now moving out wide. One thing I haven't mentioned to you yet so far is I have changed Nico Gonzalez's shirt number. He's number 14 for Barcelona in real life now, so I have altered that. There has been some calls in the comment section as well for me to give Pedri Iniesta's number. I think that's probably a foul, actually. To give Pedri Iniesta's number, or Iniesta's old number, of 8. At present, he's still 16 in the Barcelona starting lineup. Ferran Torres scores again. This time he does get his an hour second. At the minute, Pedri still has the 16 in real life, so he's going to keep that for the rest of this season. But I am open, if you would like to giving Pedri Iniesta's old number of 8 when next season begins. Because to be fair, at 89, nearly 90 rated, probably deserves the 8 over the 16 now, doesn't he? And is the man to fill Iniesta's old boots. Rosina dinked out wide. Pedri will chase. Oh, excellent turn. Mazraoui should be there. No, he's not. Oh, good block by Araujo. Couple of changes waiting to be made now. Nice turn by Correa. Shame about the pass. Nico Gonzalez going off and Sergio Busquets coming on. And we're going to take Frenkie de Jong off to give him the ovation from the fans before his big move. Let the fans... Surely he's offside there, Casco. No? Yes. To give him the ovation from the fans before he moves away. So he'll come off and... Rounds of applause for Frenkie de Jong. Thank you very much, my friend. But is that the changing of the guard? Frenkie de Jong off. Gavi on. Are times changing once again at Barcelona in those midfield positions? Is it time for a new youngster to take hold of that starting spot and make it their own? Back inside there to Sergio Busquets. Gavi, Ansu Fati, and Tres. Gavi with the assist. Gavi with the assist. The number 30 makes the scoreline read 3-0 as well, as Ansu Fati buries that. And 3 points as well. Please, Sociedad, at least have held on for a draw. If not, maybe, tell me you've gotten in front again. Here's Gavi looking for Ansu Fati again. We could go back to Gavi. Are they going to link up? No, Pedri round the corner. And Ferran Torres, I was trying too hard to do too much. 3-0 will do. 3-0 will do. A win at home in La Liga. Now, what happened in that game at the Santiago Bernabeu? Ah, God damn it, Sociedad. Real Madrid come from 1 down to win and maintain their 3-point gap at the top of the table. We've had a bid from Arsenal for Eric Garcia, which we shall be turning down. No news yet of Frenkie having left. Ferreira is going to agree a short-term loan deal to Santos in the Brazilian league, which is fantastic. And I was hoping he might get one more game under his belt. Frenkie de Jong is de gone. He's gone. It's 260 million euro, 241.5 of which has been added to our current budget, which was already big enough. I currently have a £664 million budget with 3 million in my wage budget. My overall wage budget isn't anywhere near as big as 3 million a week. Oh, dearie me. It's pretty mad. Ricky Puig is a man that it's defaulted into that spot, but it will be Gavi that I start, 5 years his junior. Pena can come out and we will throw Veenstra in. Veenstra goes in. Mingueza, Inacio. No, you know what? I'm going to throw Bustos in because he has... Oh, no, he's about to go out on loan, isn't he? Oh, I was going to say, he's got potential to be special, supposedly, Bustos. So I'm hoping that he can actually prove to be a very, very capable player. Right, that's how we'll line up then for the next game. Although Ferran Torres is slightly tired, maybe we throw Correa into the starting lineup and give Ferran Torres a bit of a rest. The lineup for Malaga, again, isn't strong. Strinton, Benitez, Jimenez, Leroux, who's a regen at 71 rated, and Cristo Romero. Munoz and Ismail in the holding roles, with Paulinho on the right, Busafian on the left, Cheverria at cam, and Julio Martinez, again, up top for them. Got to be a win, surely. Got to be a win. One thing I did notice, actually, and occurred to me after I was mid-spiel, it's not Bustos that's actually got the loan bid in for him, is it? It's the centre-back that's going out, Ferreira, to Santos. So Bustos is available to come into the bench moving forward, so we will do that. And let's see what we can do in this game away from home at La Rosaleda. Gavi with a big switch. Mingueza was screaming for it out on that right-hand side. In there to Pedri. Through looking to Correa. He loves a goal. At it again with a big Drogba celebration. Enrique Correa takes just 4 minutes to take full hold of the advantage. An opportunity given to him. I love that kid. He's just so good. Great movement. The touch is not the best. And maybe against a higher quality opponent, it would have been preyed upon by a defender. But using Enrique perhaps against the right opponents is certainly working really well for us. Romero. Inside to Ismail. To Munoz. Julio. Good save by ter Stegen. Looking for a quick fight back. Malaga. Paulinho will take the corner on the far side. It's not bad. Julio does win the header, and his second attempt of the game inside 10 minutes goes wide. Gavi down the line to Jordi Alba. And forward to Fati. Enrique play it quickly to Alba, who's onside. Look at the man at the back post. Pass was on its way to an area where Raheem Sterling just quite simply wasn't stood. I was hoping for a much better ball from Jordi Alba there. Oh, I've overrun it. I get lucky. I get really lucky. I tried to just sprint in with the defender and take the ball away and ended up not timing my tackle properly. And being past the man by the time the tackle animation actually started to go. Fati's made a great run and he's in. Oh, I just needed to turn the man to get the shot away. I don't trust Fati's left foot. 5-star skills, but I'm pretty sure it's only a 3-star weak foot for Ansu Fati. It might be 4. It is 5 now. Okay, wonderful. Well, note to self, start shooting on Fati's left foot as well then, Ches. And maybe you'll score some more goals with him. Scores a handful for me already, but if I start shooting on both feet, then certainly we could add to that tally by even more. Correa again on the run. Get it across here, squeeze it to Pedri. Here's Mingueza. Sterling is with me. Sterling back to Nico Gonzalez. Strindholm with a brilliant save. Sterling will deliver the cross. It's decent. And Correa's up. Get out. Enrique Correa. A mountain of a man. 2-0. Ismail. Forward to Chavaria. Julio. It's been their main goal threat in the game so far. Munoz and Boussoufiane trying to link up. Can Mingueza get back to that? He's done well to win it. He's not necessarily aimed it very well. Nice ball out to Chavaria. It's a really beautiful back heel. And thankfully, Inacio was in the way. Otherwise, Malaga might have had one back. And sent us in at half-time, wondering whether they might actually stage a fight back. But with it still at 2-0, we are in control of this tie. But we should be. Like, Malaga are struggling in the league. Our earlier opponents today are not having a very good season either, Granada, and certainly are of the quality that we should be beating. So things so far, even though they're pretty dominant, are going as you should expect them to go with the nature of the fixture that we've been playing, or fixtures that we're playing. Sterling very nearly scoring a phenomenal free kick. Corner for Malaga, 7 minutes into the second half. Cleared away by Ansu Fati. Eric Garcia will chase after that. That hit his arm as well, I think. It will be a free kick to Malaga in a position to really whip a dangerous ball, which is whipped. And ter Stegen comes and holds on nicely. Thankfully, Gavi will squeeze that forward to Mingueza. You can see the man on the far side calling for it. Won't be able to go to him first. We will use Bustos, who's off the bench and getting his debut here for FC Barcelona. Plays in Enrique, who looks for Mingueza, who can't shoot, but I probably should have known that before I took the effort. Worth a go, though, I suppose. An hour played, still 2-0, still comfortable. Bustos gets a tackle in well, nicely done. Enrique. Bustos to Enrique. Look at the run from Sterling. Want to play it down the channel. Sterling up against it here. Support is arriving. Enrique on a hat-trick. The young man! Doesn't have it yet. Doesn't have it yet. Oh, it's too close to the keeper, isn't it? In fact, the keeper decided to let his defender deal with it. Eric Garcia from distance. Oh, worth a go. And Fati trying to get it back into the middle as well to recycle possession before the corner. Sterling delivers. Fati will go for this header as well. Roberto. Nice little back heel to Munoz. Yozaber driven well wide. Driven well wide. Puds is coming on for Gavi now in the final 15 minutes. They are the two fighting for that Frenkie de Jong starting spot. I would, even though Puds is higher rated, I would favour Gavi as he's 5 years younger. Gavi 18. Puds is no old man by any stretch at 23, but for other obvious reasons, if you've got an 18-year-old that is nearly as good as a 23-year-old, you're going to prioritise the youngster because he has the higher and better potential. Benitez turning away. Correa has been sensational again, and from the start this time rather than off the bench. Just cannot stop scoring for me at the minute. One of those players that's turning out to be just better than the sum of their parts. His attributes aren't spectacular. His physicality is, but the majority of his goals still come with his feet. Although he did score a very good header, of course, for his and our second earlier today. Still want his dribbling to be a little bit better, and we'll continue to train that. But we'll dink this looking for. Oh, it actually might fall for Fati. No, it's going to be a free kick here on the edge of the box. So Sterling came close in the first half. We're given the opportunity to try again. I think I didn't quite get my. No, I didn't. Oof! I didn't get my flick with the right stick right for the spin on the ball, unfortunately. Although it still came close. But it's going to be a 2-0 win here against Malaga. We were dominant in the first half. I feel like we've been relatively dominant in the second as well, but not able to build on the lead. But thankfully, we haven't needed to. At half-time, it was Real Madrid 0, Rayo Vallecano 0 in the La Liga fixture. So again, hopes slightly raised that Real might have dropped points. But probably, to our disappointment, we'll find out that they didn't. Vallecano, obviously, a smaller side in Madrid, behind Getafe and Atleti. Oh, they did! Vallecano! Vamos, Vallecano! 2-2 at the Santiago Bernabeu. We draw closer to Real Madrid at the top of the table. Now, we play a team from our own city. It's the round of 32 of the Copa del Rey against Espanyol away from home. Time, then, to hopefully get ourselves through towards the final of this competition again, which would be nice. Although, I'd rather win it. We would have wanted to have won it last year, but unfortunately, I shit the bed again. Let's not shit the bed this season. Let's win that competition this year. Espanyol in this battle between the two of Barcelona is Oyer in goal with Alex Vidal, formerly of Barcelona, in the right-back slot. Sergi Gomez, Maxence Lacroix actually at centre-back, which is an intriguing signing. Obviously, he was a big part of our success at Chesnoid FC. Adria Pedrosa in at left-back with Maxence Cacare and Sergi Dada in the other central roles. Actually, Oscar Melendo is there in the right-hand side of the three as well, with Puado on the left and Barber on the right, and Landry de Mata up top, the Belgian striker, who has scored against us previously, so we will be wary of him. Let's see what we can do here. Get ourselves through to the next round of the Cup, we hope. And Barber into Cacare. Is de Mata quickly to Dada. Those midfielders quickly looking to get forward to offer support to de Mata, who initially in the lineup looks like he's quite isolated up top, but certainly in that first attack they were getting bodies forward there, and you can see again on the far side that someone is getting forward, and Alex Vidal is forward from right back as well. They are throwing bodies forward here, Espanyol. They are not going defensive. They want to get through in the Cup, and especially at the expense of their local rivals. It will be a huge result for them if they get victory in this fixture, but we obviously have our eyes set on the prize, the ultimate prize of winning the final, not just the round of 32, but they are the side that stands in our way currently, and they are the side that we hope will be able to manoeuvre out of the way throughout the course of this fixture. Sterling across to Mazraoui as we build down the right-hand side, looking for Ferran Torres, who will flick that nicely to Sterling, who will look for the ball through to Trincao, and it would have been a beautiful move, but it's not to be again. Nico Gonzalez through that gap nicely to Ferran Torres. It is Lacroix's debut, they just said in commentary, so if we can... Oh, no, he tried to play a through ball rather than a ball to feet. That's annoying. If we can get one over on Espanyol and on their brand new, probably expensive centre-back signing, then that would be even better. Don't know how much they paid for him, but I wouldn't have thought someone like Lacroix would have been cheap. He's not massively highly rated yet at 81, but he's certainly got the potential. Pedri, first touch was crucial. First touch was also exceptionally executed. And Pedri earns us a 1-0 lead. Great shot on his left foot, but it was all about that first touch. Absolutely superb. The ball through was decent, but this touch just sent both defenders, and then the finish is really good on the end of it. We lead by a goal to 0. Today's episode, other than losing Frenkie de Jong, actually going really well. Out to Pedri. And Ferran Torres. Gonzalez. Trincao, nice little touch to Alba. Torres has made a good run, and he's in a good position. I didn't quite get the connection I was after, trying to whip it towards the far side. And he's actually gotten too good a connection. Too full a connection on the ball, and just scuffed it towards the goalkeeper. Up we go! Ricky Puig's trying to get there. Sterling still could. Pedrosa hacks it away. Can Trincao get on the end of this? It's quite tall, actually, Trincao, isn't he? Didn't realise he was quite that big. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Across looking for Pedri. He will do remarkably well to keep hold of possession here, and would have done if Sergio Dada hadn't arrived on the scene. Annoyingly, he did. And now they're building nicely. Di Matta with a quick first-time pass out here to Alex Vidal. Araujo drawn out of position to try and deal with it. Nice little reversed pass, but Ricky Puig read it. And then his pass is picked off as well. Only the 1 goal to 0 at the moment, so the game is certainly not done and dusted. Mazraoui looking for the hook tackle, but can't get there. Di Matta, well... Oh, Jesus. I genuinely didn't see him. I was looking down the field. I thought it was the referee stood in front of me. It wasn't. It was an Espanyol defender. Sterling out to Mazraoui. Thankfully, the defender just pushed me at the wrong time, whipping that, looking for the back post, but will not find anyone. Gonzalez could win that header, but he only jumps up behind Di Matta rather than actually challenging for the ball. Tell you what, possession is changing hands rather quickly, going both ways up and down the field, isn't it? But nobody's actually having any chances on goal here at the end of the half. Oscar Melendo has options, one of which is Di Matta, who's now back onside. Deny them the corner. Well done. That will be half-time at 1-0. Strong arm from ter Stegen. Hit me in the elbow rather than the hand, but still kept it out. Switch it for Alba. He's on the run there, Trincao, but he's also very much offside, annoyingly. Sergio Busquets to Correa. Pedri out to Torres. Maybe the fact that Correa does so well is because I don't use him as anything other than a finisher. Because I know that his dribbling is not the best, I don't... Up we go. Oh, I thought he was going to get to that. I don't try and take anyone on with him. I like get the ball into his feet, play it off, and then only really utilise him if he's in a position to actually score a goal. It might be why he's so effective for us, despite not having the inherent talent to go with that. Oh, surely we'll find him here, though. Oh, even Enrique Correa is not quite tall enough to get on the end of that. Would have been a lovely moment for him to score a goal, as we're talking about using him as just a finisher. And he could very much have finished that had he been 6'8", not 6'6". Get to that first, please, keeps. Well done. Prado back into the middle. Araujo wins that header on this occasion, and we will get rid of it. Abel Ruiz is just off the bench for them. Melendo was well offside there. Not even close on that occasion. So Espanyol's continued attempts, and they have tried to find an equaliser, are fruitless yet again. Busquets is there and available. Ricky Puig is through that gap. See the run being made ahead of me, but we'll get it to Correa. You were offside as well, to be fair. Oh, but then they've given it back to me. An advantage wasn't played, and Correa can't get past the man. Unfortunately, the touch on this occasion not able to take it past the defender. Abel Ruiz looking for a counter-attack here for Espanyol in the dying seconds to potentially take us to extra time. Don't believe there are any replays in the Copa del Rey. Alex Vidal back across here to Gomez. There's 2 minutes added on at the end of the game. We stand this attack, which we have done, and that will be us through to the next round of the Cup. Ferran Torres will just keep hold of possession, and we'll just run around in a circle with it. Come on, ref, do me a favour. Let us win by a goal to 0 away from home against our local rivals. 3 straight wins today, and 3 straight clean sheets as well. Very, very, very pleased with that, has to be said. Exceptional form for us right now in the month of January. We may have lost one of our highest rated players, but it hasn't affected our overall performances. 6 goals scored, none conceded, in games that you would have expected us to win, and arguably to nil as well. But that's not the point. You can only beat what's in front of you, and we have done exactly that. Anything that's in front of us, we've beaten. Prize money, not much to be fair, for getting through to the next round of the Copa del Rey, which actually has been drawn immediately this following weekend away from home against Eibar. Now that certainly is a tie that I can sim and be relatively comfortable in getting the victory from, with a full strength 11, or at least close to it. No, full strength 11. So Eibar away in the Copa del Rey, and that's what we thought would happen. Sterling and Trincao with the goals. Trincao off the bench to bag one after coming on for Ansu Fati on the left-hand side, and Sterling, the man on the right, gets the goal as well. And Sociedad do beat Real Madrid on this occasion. Although, I'm pumping my fists there, but Sociedad were the side that beat me in the cup final last year. Or was that? No, that was Sevilla. Ignore me. It was Sociedad that beat me in the cup final this year. I'm losing track of all of my cup final defeats. Hate myself sometimes. A transfer for Ribeiro again, which is hopefully something that eventually he will agree contract terms with. Prize money again of getting through. Araujo is suspended now for purely the accumulation of yellow cards. And now the next game actually is another Copa del Rey tie against Levante. Okay, is that just the one? No, it's the quarterfinal. It's the semi-final that's over 2 legs. That makes things awkward because, well, not necessarily, because as you can see, February is a month filled with rather large fixtures. So we'll split that month into 2, because there's no way I want to sim either of Real Madrid, Valencia, Villarreal, Sevilla, or Manchester City. So tomorrow will be Levante, Real Madrid, and Villarreal. And the episode after that will be Valencia, Manchester City, and Sevilla. I should say tomorrow. I think this is going to be Friday's video, isn't it? So Monday's video will be Levante, Real Madrid, and Villarreal, with El Clasico on the horizon. But rather unsurprisingly, the biggest transfer deal of the window so far, Frenkie de Jong for 260 million to Liverpool. Contract release clause triggered. Kingsley Coman has come to La Liga to Atleti for 105 million. And Julian Alvarez has gone to Brighton for 87.2 million euro. Huge deal there. Huge deal there. 10 hours to go on transfer deadline day. Something's gone through of a sizable value, you would have thought there, judging by that. Not one of the top 3 though yet. Ribeiro tried to just agree a deal to go somewhere else, pal, please. I have taken Frenkie de Jong out of my spreadsheet, as we rightly should, for now no longer being at the club, meaning that we are now €209,992.31, roughly €210,000 a week under budget. But there was no one really that was that obvious for a pre-contract, so the money doesn't have to be spent. So fingers crossed we will find the opportunity and the avenues to spend whatever money we have next season. Bayern Munich have now offered me 50 million for Eric Garcia. His release clause is 99, but because I now have some wiggle room in my wage budget, what I might do is offer those that I wasn't necessarily looking to offer a new deal to ensure that their release clauses fly up. Now, Montpellier certainly should be able to afford Ribeiro's wages, and hopefully that's another man to move out between now and the end of the transfer window. There's only 3 hours now left to do something, and a loan offer from Lyon for Gavi, but guess who's going nowhere? Gavi. And players like Gavi, if I'm going to offer him a new contract, he's going to want a lot more. So now that Frenkie de Jong has left, we actually have the funds available. Oh, just sign for someone! We have the funds available to actually offer those players the wages that they would want and stay under budget, whereas obviously when Frenkie was still here, I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So they still are the 3 biggest deals that we previously mentioned. We'll have a quick look through the larger sides in the league that we're in. Bilbao, Mina in, Yere out, so presumably Yeri Mina in and Yere the centre-back out. Klosterman and Salazar also in at Atleti, with Arias, Savic and Hermoso leaving, so they're making changes at centre-back there. We knew that Savic had left, but didn't know Hermoso had gone. Who else can we have a look at in La Liga? Obviously, ourselves, Peña signed on a pre-contract and De Jong has gone. Granada doing a little bit. Levante doing nothing. Malaga doing a little bit. Celta. Espanyol signed Lacroix and Hatrauda, actually, so 2 defenders coming in for them. Vallecano not doing anything. Real Madrid, not much. Dedic in and Borja Mayoral out, and that's it for them. That is a surprise. Sociedad weakening themselves as well, with only Calimuendo coming in for Lenormand, Elizondo and Zubeldia going out. They've signed Pierre-Emile Højbjerg at Sevilla, as well as Elizondo. Diego Carlos has gone. It's a big loss for their central defence. Rumoured to be going to Newcastle in real life at the minute, but Newcastle coming nowhere near Sevilla's desired transfer fee. And Bolo and Olayinka in at Valencia, with presumably Maxi Gomez, the striker, leaving, and Piccini also. And Bolo, obviously a striker himself. Hector Bellerin is in at Villarreal permanently, and Parejo, Mario Gaspar, the right back, Bellerin, and Etienne Capoue also leaving. And that is where we leave this transfer window. We'll have a quick look and see if there are any other large deals that went around elsewhere in the window, but the window is closed, and now I've had another bid for Eric Garcia. So certainly starting to get the idea that I might have to go and offer Eric Garcia a new deal, because transfer bids might get worryingly close to that release clause. Let's see. Biggest deals in this window then. That one, obviously. We're involved in the other one for this season, all told. But Kingsley Coman, as we mentioned. Actually, Pogba to Spurs was done in September, so that's that went through this window. Similarly, Milinkovic-Savic to Borussia Dortmund in September as well, so would have gone through on the 1st of January. Anything else? Ciro Immobile has gone to Inter. That happened in December, but again will have moved on the 1st of January. Donny van de Beek finally released. Hashtag free Donny has happened, and he's gone to Lazio for 75.6 million, presumably their Milinkovic-Savic replacement. And moving further forward, Bobby Firmino to Lazio as well. Intriguing. Anything else? There's a lot done in the summer, wasn't there? Luca Hernandez has gone to Leipzig for 56.6 million euro. Good signing, that. Very good signing. Lacroix cost 54 million euro. I thought he would have been quite pricey. Declan Rice to Leverkusen for 52. Hermoso went to Arsenal for 50.8. Moussa Dembele to Lille, so moving within France. And Højbjerg cost 47.8 to go to Sevilla. And that is your transfer window. Right, moving forward, we are still looking good in all competitions. Hopefully tomorrow Monday, we'll be able to get ourselves through to the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. And in La Liga, we have closed the gap to a point thanks to Real Madrid's draw against Vallecano. Vamos, Vallecano, indeed. We're still 4 points clear of Atletico Madrid and a further 8 clear of Sociedad. So top 4 assured, but obviously the board want the title this year, and we very much would like to challenge for it as well. Want the final in the Champions League too, but with Manchester City to play, I don't know how realistic that is, but I will go and offer my contracts around over the next few days in this save, and that hopefully will set us up well for next season and beyond with regards our youngsters that are going to continue to grow. Right, that will do us for today and beyond. Thank you very much for watching. Please do continue to drop the videos a thumbs up if you're enjoying. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on anything moving forward. But for now, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.